Hi, my name's Gillian Cootes and I head up an organisation called the Potential Project here in Australia. The Potential Project, as a global organisation, works with executives around the world, helping them and their teams develop calm, clear, focused minds. So all about mental effectiveness and sort of energy management, resilience and creativity. So I want to tell you about a project leadership learning moment that I had in a role that I was doing before I came to do this work. And it was when I was involved with David Jones and in their supply chain team. And I was heading up a project as IT implementation around the centralisation of what we called ordering of basic stock. So basic stock is like non-seasonal items. It's, everyday socks and jocks and sheets and towels and things that don't really have any fashion to them, that you just want to be on the shelf whenever the customer comes in to buy them, because they come and buy them regularly. And so we were centralising this from where the stores used to order their own to get together with the supplier and decide how much they wanted, to relying on a statistical algorithm that would help us better manage inventory but make sure that we were in stock of the stuff that people wanted the most. So that was the task. We're a month into the pilot, thinking that we've done a really great job in terms of implementation, because all the stats are looking great and even on the ground checks are fantastic, when we get a knock at the door. A knock at the project office door, someone saying, look, you need to come and see the CEO right now. It was Mark McGuinness at the time. You need to come and see the CEO right now because we've got a massive problem down in one of the stores and, the supplier's going off. What can that be? So we went down and we went to see Mark McGuinness, and it turns out that they just have received a call from the head of one of the cosmetics companies in Australia, a global leading cosmetics brand. They'd had a call from their CEO in Australia directly to him to say, stop the pilot, the whole thing's broken, no way we're going to make our numbers for the Christmas, this is terrible, the world's falling apart. So we're like, I don't understand, how can that be? We're sharing with him the numbers. He said, well, you go away, sort it out, because your supplier thinks we've got a problem. We came back later that day and said, look, we've found out what the problem is. There is no problem. What the guy was talking about is in fact something that was never ordered by the system. It was ordered by a person that was put directly into store, so not our problem. He looks me square in the eye in that moment and says, the fact that they think they have a problem is your problem. And it was this moment of crystal clear penny dropping for me about the accountability I had for the ecosystem that we were creating, not just the system. So the relationships and the interactions between all of the stakeholders in the system we were developing, not just the system and whether it was right or wrong. In fact, whether or not we thought we were right or not actually didn't make us right. The fact that the customer, the supplier, that the staff in the stores didn't know what was going on was our problem. So that was a big learning moment for me, and we did lots of things to try and fix that afterwards, but it stays with me as accountability for this system. Looking forward to sharing more stories with you and hearing your stories at the Project Leadership Summit. Cheers.